Good morning to you. So here's another question. Mr. Gonzalez was admitted to the hospital with ascites and jaundice to rule out cirrhosis of the liver, which laboratory test indicates liver cirrhosis. All right, so as always, I recommend that you have something to write with, something to write on. Anytime you're doing questions, you're looking at, is this something I need to study, review? What's my rationale? What's my answer? And am I thinking more like a nurse, right? So let's go ahead and look at these selections. And I just recommend that you read them from top to bottom. No tricks there. So is it going to be A, decreased red blood cell count, or B, decreased serum acid phosphatase level, or C, elevated white blood cell count, or D, elevated serum aminotransferase? All right, so go ahead and pause and mark your answer, state your rationale, and come back. So we're looking at a condition here. We do have a relationship. We have liver cirrhosis. So you see that, as well as laboratory tests. We're looking at the relationship between those. So you have to know liver cirrhosis, scarring of the liver, right? So we need to look at what would actually show that. And remember, I give a tip that anytime the organ is in trouble, it always spills its protein. So what does that mean? Those lab values will be elevated. So you want to be familiar with what proteins or enzymes are associated with organs, right? Red blood cell decrease is just going to tell you about blood count, right? So that could tell us if they're anemic. Serum acid phosphatase is looking at phosphatase levels. It gives you a clue there. Elevated white blood cell count, as you know, when our white blood cell counts are up, the army goes out to fight the people. So that is a sign of infection. And actually elevated serum aminotransferase is the answer. I actually gave a client this question. She knew it was ALT and AST, but she didn't know the names. And I recommend that you do actually know the names. They could very well give those to you, but it's great to know that, even just as being a great nurse. All right, so I hope this question has been helpful to you. As you can see, the rationale, this is a nurse's lab question, and it tells you that when there's liver cell death, what happens? It releases enzymes. So if you remember that, when the organ is damaged, it will like pour out its enzymes, if that helps you. All right, I'll talk to you soon. And those enzymes will be, of course, elevated in the blood. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.